The US company tax return only showed $30,000 in revenue, not profit. Profit is negative. How do you use that to get two E-2 visas approved? This story is going to cover how we got it for the CEO of the company using L1A strategies. The next video we're going to create is about how we use the H1B strategy to help the employee. This was a super fun case. I'm going to walk you through everything we did. Let's get to it. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph. I'm the managing partner here at Tsang and Associates, where we solve legal problems with creative solutions. So the legal problem in this case was that we wanted to use one US company and simultaneously apply for two E-2 visas. And then if it's not just two people, because each person has its family. So it's two families all get E-2s. The spouses could work, the children could go to school, and the main applicant has to work in the US company. This is a robotics company. Our clients were Korean. The Korean company was well established, but he incorporated the US company not too long ago. However, the US company had very little employees, next to no revenue, and was just bleeding money. That makes perfect tax sense, right? Any CPA who was looking at their tax filings would be applauding. Wow, bravo, you don't have to pay any taxes because you're constantly bleeding money. But you know what? The consular officer will be looking at the same tax returns and will be like, well, then you don't qualify for E-2. Bravo on your tax strategy, but sorry, now you cannot get the E-2 visa. Your case will have to be denied. If you want to get the E-2 visa, well, you better show that the business meets the marginality test. Show that your business makes enough revenue that it's able to sustain itself. $30,000 in revenue sustaining an entire US operation for two E-2 families. We have seen cases where $300,000 in revenue would get cases denied, let alone $30,000 to try to get two. So we borrowed from the L1 strategies. So what's really interesting about the E-2 is that it doesn't need to show that the business currently is already able to sustain and meet the marginality test. It needs to prove in a future tense, right? Once you come into the US, that you're able to grow the company. So that's exactly what we do for L1s. We prepare really amazing business plans. Now, if you look on any embassy website, you can see, oh, if it's a business that's already been operating for over a year, 2 years, you don't necessarily need a business plan when you apply for E-2. However, if the company is not making that much, or because of a tax strategy, it's actually bleeding money, well, you need to overcome that presumption that it will continue to bleed money. But this is the founder, this is the CEO, and by his presence, he's going to expand the company as he's able to grow, and then the revenue will come in. So we were able to borrow everything we do for the L1s to prove how this manager, executive coming to the US is able to grow the company, write a great business plan. We filed it, his case immediately got approved. So no questions asked, it was a slam dunk. But this is really only part one of the story. You might think, okay, well, he's a CEO, he founded the Korean company, and now he has all this funds, he has a high net worth. Of course his E-2 can get approved, even though it was only $30,000. Well, next story is about how this lays the groundwork, how we got his employee, his key COO, technically, into the US. So stay tuned for the next video, and if you have any questions about E-2, about the marginality test, feel free to give us a call. We'd love to jump on a call with you to discuss it. Take care. Bye-bye.